This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of McClung versus McClung. You are married, you have one child together, but this relationship is holding on by a thread. And the question is, will it be clipped or will you get sewn back together? You have brought your husband here to court. Tell me why.
First of all, Your Honor, he has females calling the phone, and when I answer the phone, they hang up the phone. He has a lock code on his phone. Every time I figure out the lock code, he change it. Oh, and our sex life is like slim to none. Like when we first got together, it's when I tell you, it was like, yes.
Okay, what was that?
Like,
You see
like
those eyes?
5, 6 times a day, you know?
5 or 6 times a day?
We missed each other.
When did y'all have time to pay bills, feed babies?
I mean, hey, you know?
Okay.
Now, if I do good to get it like maybe once or twice a week, if that.
Okay, so
Like,
so the basic piece of that is, if it ain't me, it must be somebody else.
Because when I mention sex, he tells me I'm doing too much.
No, Your Honor. I'll say something.
All right, Mr. McClung. We need to hear from you, brother.
Because it ain't like that. Like I get off work and I be tired, but she don't be understanding. I do hard labor. I do demolition and construction.
I feel like that's a sorry example of an excuse, though, because I make time for him when he want it.
But Mr. McClung,
even if I'm tired.
Was it really 5 or 6 times a day?
Yeah.
I told you we missed each other.
Okay, but he's saying, and this reminds me kind of the reverse of sometimes what we hear. He's saying, I'm doing hard labor, and when I come home, I'm whipped, I'm tore up.
He started out with the bar real high. I mean, you know.
Yeah, you
don't start something you ain't gonna finish. That's my point.
She say, I don't make time. I'm with you 24/7. When you hop in the whip, I'm in the whip. When you go to sleep, I'm going to sleep. I'm in the bed with you. I can't even go to my friend's house on the corner without her. What you doing? You
No, he
slick.
gets up and disappears. He lies.
But see, Mr. McClung, here's the thing. Mr. McClung, here's the thing. In the context of the decreased sex life, there's also the thing about you being secretive with your phone, about receiving text messages, and all this is because she thinks you're cheating. And so that's why she has opened this case against you. So I want to ask you, what do you have to say about these cheating accusations?
First off, I'm not cheating. I'm with you too much. I'm with you every day.
Yeah, but you disappear.
Like,
so when you disappear, what am I supposed to think?
I can't even go to my people's house without you. Yeah, you with your family member and, you know, without accusing me. I'm tired of it.
So what kinds of things is she doing to try to catch you cheating?
Go through my phone. I come in. Soon as I come in, she at the front door. Let me smell it.
Hey, wait, hold on. That happened one time. That happened one time, and I'm not gonna lie.
Tell me what happened.
The situation happened because there was an incident that we had where we got into an argument. He left and went to his people's house. He calls me talking about come pick him up. It's February. It's 15 degrees outside. When he left the house, he was fully clothed. When I picked him up, all he had on was a windbreaker and the pants he had on when he left. But we get back to the house, he runs straight to the bathroom to get in the shower. I'm going through his pants, there's a condom in his pocket. So come on now. So you doggone Skippy, the time after that, you darn right, I sure did.
What did you, when he came home?
When he came home, I said, come here, drop him.
And what I do, boom, 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 dropped them.
And you dropped them?
And I dropped them.
And you sniffed it.
Like a hot pack, I dropped them.
Okay, so here's the question. So we got a sniffer in the house, Mr. Cutler. And I don't understand the sniffers, because what happened?
Because I wanted to see if it smelled like rubber. You walking around with condoms in your pocket, and we don't use condoms, so what you need condoms for?
Okay, so you were sniffing to see if it would smell like a condom.
Or either another woman, period.
Okay, and then what? I mean, how would you even know what? How would you know what another woman?
I know what I smell like. Like,
why would you want to smell another woman?
Hey, look, if that's what he's on, then I feel like you need to go on about your business.
Mr. McClung,
Okay.
I mean, I can't imagine living under that kind of situation where as soon as you hit the door, somebody says, drop him, and you got to almost be strip smelled.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like having a PO. I can't do nothing.
Oh, is that parole officer?
Yeah.
Okay.
A probation officer?
Probation officer.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Ron, like, yes, Judge.
It's like, I feel like she try to control my life. Like, she try to be more, because the age difference. She 30.
He uses that as an excuse. That's sad.
He try to use that age over me. Like, you my mama.
It's only an issue
like
when I'm addressing his
bull.
bull crap, though. If he wouldn't do things that make me feel like I have to check on you like you one of my kids, then we wouldn't have this issue.
Okay, so Ms. McClung, other than him disappearing like you've described, why else do you think he's cheating?
He has a dating site.
Y'all married, right?
Yep.
Okay, what you doing on it? Oh, wait. He just grinning?
I got the...
Ron, would you grab that for us, please?
What you grinning about, Mr. McClung?
Look, I already explained to her. The site that I was on, POL, plenty of fish. Now, I'm a friendly person. She anti-social,
He too friendly.
right?
That's what it's called.
And like I told her, you can use any social media nowadays to talk to anybody. It's about the conversation you having with that person.
Let's look at your profile.
Wants to date, but nothing serious.
Now, you're Lil Chris, right? No. Relationship info, single,
You ain't
wants to
single?
date, but nothing serious.
Married.
Now, you're married, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you got up here single, and in quotes, you describe yourself as a king looking for his queen.
What am I?
What is she?
Now, that's more than just being friendly, just, hitting up people. That
Extra
stuff is
friendly.
different.
Wait a
I'm not
minute.
into threesomes.
Why are you looking for a queen?
This
What is she?
page was made way before we got together.
But he's been on it
Mr.
since
Clark,
we've been together.
Mr. Clark, hold on.
I have. I've been on it since we've been together.
Why did you get on it and change all this?
Same reason.
Chad got your tongue?
Same reason that she know how to do everything on Facebook, make it private and all that stuff. She know more about the technology than me.
Why you want plenty of fish when you got plenty of wife?
Huh?
Or plenty of mama, you mean?
Hold on, no, that's not the
Mama's
thing.
too.
That's not the issue. His issue is, his thing says, Chris normally goes after the little skinny, dark-skinned, petite girls. I'm not skinny, dark-skinned, or petite. So therefore, that makes me wonder, what is you messing with me for? Because, I mean, clearly,
Is that your
I have
dating
enough-
preference on your profile?
I don't have no type. If I like what I like, if I see you and I like it, I'm getting on it.
He answered all the other questions on that thing, though, so why you couldn't...
But
Wait. So have you given us a revelation? You see it, you like it, you get it?
yeah.
Okay, so have you been seeing it, liking it, and getting it since you've been married? Well,
I've been seeing it.
I didn't ask you that.
Hold on,
Say,
you been
have I
seeing
seen
it,
it, like
okay.
it, and been trying to get it?
So what's the next
I've
one?
been seeing it, liking it, but it ain't no trying to get it, because she the type I could be like, dang, look at that girl, but she gonna look
I'm
good.
gonna look too. I'm gonna be like,
You know, so it
what?
ain't-
Yeah, she do got a
Why
big
I
old
got you
booty.
when I could-
I give props where
All
props
right.
is due.
But you know what? Hold on. That was slick how you did that, but I'm slicker. So I'm asking you because your wife wants to know, are you seeing it? You said yes. Mm-hmm. You liking it? Mm-hmm. Yes. Are you going and having sex with it?
No.
And so your testimony today to this court is that you're not cheating,
I'm not.
right? Well, the court has identified a witness who may have some more information about that,
Who?
and that witness is here.
Who?
Ron, would you escort her in, please?
Yes, Sean.
Oh, no.
We're gonna walk right up to the witness.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My witness for the
She don't even
incident.
like me.
Let that be the reason.
Good day, ma'am. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
We're fine, thank you. Would you state your name, please, for the record?
My name is Atilia
And your last name?
Willis.
Okay. Miss Willis, what is your relationship to Mr. and Mrs. McClung?
I am Taurus's sister.
And that makes you his sister-in-law.
That's what they tell me.
Wow.
Okay. Well, let's ask the hard question.
Did you feel that breeze that just came through here, Mr. Cutler, when she said that?
Yeah?
I'm kind of chilly.
Like, seriously.
Well, let me ask the hard question. What do you know about Mr. McClung,
More than he would like me to know.
right? Do you believe he's cheating?
I don't believe it. No, I know it for a fact.
She don't know for
How do
I
you
know.
know?
You just
I have witnessed a lot that Chris has done.
How do you know for a fact he's cheating?
She been trying to sabotage this.
I have walked
No.
in on him on a couple occasions
You already
with
sabotaged.
different females. I call my sister. I'm close. I got to pee. Where you at? I'm not there, but Chris and the kids is home. I'm pulling up. Okay. Pull up, get the key, go in the house. I walk up the steps. Look to my left, because that's where her living room is. He on the couch. Pants down, around his ankles, boxers and everything, with her neighbor in between his legs.
A female neighbor.
Female,
Really?
in between his legs. He looked over at me like, it's just like he happened to look up, and I'm standing there looking at him. He's trying to move her, like moving. I don't know if she thought it was feeling good or what. She's not trying to move. He finally get her off his thing.
Really?
Where you lay your head
They
at,
turn
though,
and
right?
look at me.
So my question is, these things, did you tell your sister about?
No.
Why?
There's no point. I'm tired of wasting my breath. I've told her about other things, and I'm just tired of wasting my breath. You not gonna leave, and it's like, come on, man. I need you to see it for yourself. So I felt like unless she see it for herself, she's not gonna believe me.
And I see the tears rolling down your face, Miss McClung. What do those tears represent?
Cause I love Chris. I really do. Like, we've been going through this for the last 5, maybe 6 years. You know what I'm saying? On and off. And I don't want it to be a situation where we have to go our separate ways. But if that's what it is, then, you know, like, it's gonna hurt. It hurts to know that I don't feel like I'm enough.
So, Mr. McClung, when you see your wife with the tears streaming down her face, how does that make you feel?
It hurts. It really do. But going through my stuff and being nosy and all this stuff, it's like, come on, man. You gotta treat me like I'm
He acts
I'm
like
grown,
he's
you know?
in a dating
Because-
relationship. You're married.
Like-
he disappears and goes and spends the night places. You're married. What grown married man feels it's okay to spend the night somewhere besides your house?
I can't do it, but she get mad. She can get the keys, hop in the corner, pull off, and don't say nothing.
All right, you know what? I think we have enough. Because this is not gonna resolve itself, y'all going back and forth. Y'all been doing this at home. So, you know, you didn't come here to do what you do at home. You came here for something else.
Yes.
So what we have here, Mr. Cutler, is she found a condom in his pocket. He has an online dating profile. And then her sister claims she's seen a different woman giving him oral sex. And for that reason, we are here with cheating allegations. And Ms. McClung has said, look, if this is all true, we're done. So everything, their family, their marriage is at stake today.
And we're about to find out what's going to happen. Because this court has done a complete investigation, and at this time, the court will call certified polygraph examiner Kendall Shull to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Shull in.
Kendall Shull.
Well, you conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. McClung, correct?
I did, Your Honor.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
I'd be glad to. I spent almost 30 years with the FBI in Washington, D.C. I spent my whole career there, worked a number of different cases, but got into polygraph. And when I retired, I was actually chief of the entire FBI's polygraph program.
You conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. McClung, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
You asked Mr. McClung, did you receive oral sex from the woman Atilia Willis caught you with in your home? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being... The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Willis, did you see what you saw?
Yeah, I seen it.
And this isn't some attempt by you to break them up somehow?
No.
And you heard the credentials of Mr. Shull?
Yes.
So this is what he does. Mm-hmm. All right. You also asked Mr. McClung, since getting married, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than Ms. McClung? What was his response?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
Well, on this question, Your Honor, it was determined that he was being truthful as well.
too. All right, you two. All right, now, I'm gonna give you some advice. You said it more than once. He's gotta stop acting like a kid.
Right.
All right, he's a grown man, and he's grown enough to have married you and had a baby with you. You cannot treat him like his mama, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't make a lie to me, Mr. McClung.
Ma'am.
I'm going to order you all to go talk to Dr. Jeff to get some guidance on how to have a successful marriage, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can do it. Me and Mr. Cutler coming up real quick on 30 years. Y'all be at 30 before you know it. You all have been in a relationship for 3 years,
Yes, ma'am.
and you've been living together about 8 months.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, tell me why you brought your boyfriend here.
Your Honor, I'm here today because I think that my boyfriend is cheating on me with my best friend of 18 years. We've been
So
best
your
friends
entire life.
since kindergarten. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have that awful feeling in your gut?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Woman's intuition has kicked in.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what that feels like.
Well, I mean, it's very hurtful because he treats me better than any man that I've ever had before, and our relationship is very important to me. We don't share children, but the children that I have, he takes very good care of. It's devastating because, you know, I don't want my children to lose that, and that's what would have to happen if, you know, I find out that it is true.
All right,
Right.
Mr.
Mr.
Elliott.
Elliott, she's accused you of cheating with a lifelong best friend. What do you have to say about that?
I'm here to prove my point. I mean, I'm here right here today. Just prove my love to her. I mean, you know, I've been with her for 3 years. She's done an awfully lot for me. She love her kids. Her kids are most important to me, just like they my own. You know, I'm just here to, you know, just to prove that, you know, there's none of that going on. I mean, I'm here for you. I'm gonna always be here for you. And I'm just ready for it to stop.
How did you two meet?
My brother brought me over one day, and we both was kind of in a relationship at the time, but it was just something about her when she walked by, she caught my attention in my eye, and my brother, you know, had brought a comment to me and said, hey, you know, she kind of like you, and I was like, okay.
Ah, so before
right,
you
and-
made the move, you had to know it was a move to make, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And Ms. Roden, what was it that you liked about Mr. Elliott?
Well, when we first met, he was a perfect gentleman. He wasn't, you know, the type of guy that wanted to come, you know, let's go hang out at my house or, you know, let's chill. Like, no, he wanted to go out on dates. He wanted to do stuff. He wanted to get to know me before he did anything. It took almost a month for us to even kiss. And, like, we were sitting in the car, and I was like, we have not kissed yet, you know? It was just a spur-of-the-moment thing. You know, I'd never really thought about it before then because he made me feel so special in other ways it didn't matter.
Being a gentleman, all right?
I like that. I like that. And she's smiling the whole time. The whole time you talking, she's smiling.
What went wrong?
Well, we had like a small issue with his ex, like he said, you know, when we first met, we were both kind of seeing other people, but we both resolved that and we forgave each other for, you know, things that had happened in between that time. But then there was a time that, you know, he had went out of town for work and I was looking on his social media and there was someone that was just liking every single picture on his, you know, social media. So I wrote her. She immediately started sending me screenshots of their conversation. He wrote her and, you know, what are you doing? How have you been? And I want to see you and send me pictures and, you know, stuff like that.
How old were those messages?
Well, I mean, at that time, it happened that day. But I mean, this has been now a year and a half old. But, you know, that's when things kind of, my trust was like,
Mr.
So
Elliott.
it makes you suspicious of him in general.
yeah.
Okay, did this happen?
Not quite like how she said it. We just had a friendly conversation, that's all it was. I mean,
But can you understand why she would be a little upset about when can I see you? I'd be a little tight about that.
And can you send me a picture?
but it wasn't no, can you see me? And I can't see you. It's like,
So what
it
was
was like, I haven't seen you in a while, you know, could you send me a picture? It wasn't like no.
Okay.
All right.
So-
No.
But-
no.
but if-
No.
Not even
No,
if...
not even a little bit. So let me just
Okay.
put the kibosh on that.
All right, okay.
I don't care
So-
how long.
Well, okay, but an old friend you haven't seen in a while, it's like, hey, how's it going? Send me a
No.
picture.
All right, Mr. Cup.
Especially when you know it's somebody that they've had relations in the past.
Oh, no.
that
That's a
wasn't no
no.
relations. I don't know where you get relations from.
So
Okay,
was
what
this an
was
old
the-
girlfriend?
Yeah.
No,
Was this someone you hooked up with maybe once or twice?
no.
Was it someone you had any kind of romantic inclinations about? So why does she think that you all had a relationship?
See? Okay, now.
No. That's still a no.
But
it was a no?
It was no one that he had any
gonna
kind
be a
of...
no. We can do this all day. No. I'm sorry, Mr. Cutler.
All right, let me ask this. Okay, so that's one incident.
Okay.
But what is it that he is doing that makes you think that he is sleeping with your best friend?
I go on lunch, and I usually go to Terica's house for lunch, and I pull up at Terica's house, and both of their cars are there, and I'm like pounding on the door for like 10 minutes. Nobody comes to the door.
Okay, wait a minute.
So,
Really?
So, did you know that your boyfriend was gonna be there?
No.
I'm sure you had a conversation with somebody about that.
Well, after I banged on the door for 10 minutes, like I said, I was on lunch break. Once I get home, he's at home, and I question him about it, and he acts like he wasn't even there. He doesn't even know what I'm talking about. So he's like, he just parked his car there or something. I'm just like, really?
all right,
So,
Mr. Elliott, your car was at Terica's house.
Yes, sir.
At lunchtime.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear her pounding on the door?
Yeah, but it wasn't no 10 minutes.
Why
Okay.
didn't you come to the door?
Cause,
No, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, Mr. Elliott, you're gonna have to explain that one to me.
I mean, the door came open. We opened the door.
And what happened when the door opened?
She kind of had that look on her like what's going on, but you couldn't say what's going on.
the door never came open. That's what I'm confused about. The door never came open. Like, I had to leave because I had to go back to work.
Are there any other incidents?
Well, then one day I'm on my way home from work and I passed them riding in his car. So I turned around and followed them, and they were headed towards my house. We all pulled up in the driveway, and they just made it seem like, they just went out to lunch and there was no big deal, and I was just crazy for even, thinking something was going on, and I was like, I'm not an idiot.
Did you talk to your girlfriend about this?
I mean, I had a conversation with her about it, and she was like, Leanna, you know better than that. You're my best friend. We just went to dinner, and it's nothing like that. And I'm like, well, why? How would you feel if I went to dinner with your boyfriend?
And you can't think of any reason why they would be in the car together just kind of hanging out?
No. Shortly after the dinner incident, I come home and they're just kiki and caca on the phone, and as soon as I walk in the door, he hangs up the phone, and I see her name on the screen, and I'm like, well, what is all of that about? Oh, we're talking about lunch. We're talking about what happened at lunch, and my gut just tells me that it's something not right.
All right, and Mr. Elliott, it's your position that there's nothing going on with her best friend, Terica.
Nothing at all.
So your gut is saying, it's doing this. Mm-hmm. Danger, danger. Okay, do you understand why she would feel that way?
I can see like when you said that, but sometimes it doesn't mean what you think it is.
All right. Well, you haven't given us much to think that it ain't what we think it is. Can you help us understand why it isn't what it looks like?
I bumped into her one day and I was like, hey, I'm planning this. Would you help me?
Okay.
So she helped me, what I was looking for. And she helped me out through the whole thing. Terica, she's a great, wonderful friend. I love her just as much as she does.
It sounds like something's
All right.
afoot.
Well, in order to get to the bottom of this, the court has tracked down the best friend, Terica. Ron, would you please escort Terica into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor. Hi, could you come in, please?
What's your full name, please?
Terica Gunn,
All right, Ms. Gunn.
And you have been best friends with Ms. Roden since kindergarten.
my whole life.
What is your relationship like with Mr. Elliott?
I guess my friend, because that's my best friend's boyfriend. I know him through her. I met him through their relationship. Only way I know him is because of my best friend.
All right, so do you all talk? Do you all communicate? What's the nature of your relationship?
What do you mean, do we talk?
Do you text each other? Do you talk on the phone?
Here recently, I can say we might talk a little more than usual, but aside from that, no. When I see her, I see him. We all hang out. We all talk. We all eat together. But yes, we've talked a little more than usual, but not aside from what we've been talking about.
Okay, so have you been having an affair with Mr. Elliott?
I have not. I can't even believe I'm here about this. Can I tell a story? I just want to tell y'all what I'm here about, first of all. My best friend calls me, And she's like, girl, I think Quinn cheating with this girl. We finna get her. Guess who the hoe bag is?
Okay, so if I got this straight, your friend calls you and said, look, we're going to court because I want to find out if he's cheating and we're going to track down this.
We had a whole situation. We got a certain girl that we come here to find out about. We had everything, and me is me. Now,
and she didn't tell you it was you?
No.
So you shocked? You shocked?
Yes.
Were you afraid to tell her who you thought it was?
Yes.
Why?
She's my best friend. And that's my
know
man.
I wouldn't do nothing like that.
So it's such a hard situation. It was just hard to, you know, let her know that that's what we were coming for.
So you, in your heart of hearts, do you believe that she's
she
doing
better not.
this? Because I'm looking at the tears in your eyes as you talk about this. Do you believe your best friend is cheating?
I've got that gut feeling, but I don't want it to be true.
This gut feeling that you have, can you describe it?
Your stomach just feels sick, you know, like when you see something or where you hear something, certain things happen, like the telephone calls and stuff, you know, it just makes you feel like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. That's the best way I can explain it.
When you look across and see them just standing there together, how does that make you feel?
Mad, uncomfortable.
Mad too.
Me too, me three.
Well, when you have a situation where a woman is feeling that she's being scorned, we felt it necessary to have a person come and share what that is like. Someone who has been scorned, who has had a triangle relationship, she believes, with her best friend and her man. And so we have invited Miss Mimi Faust to come and share with us. Miss Faust is a reality television star, a successful businesswoman who appears on her own program, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Ron, would you escort Miss Faust in, please?
Ma'am. Miss Faust. Hi. Please come here across the front here.
Miss Faust, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We need your help. We need your expertise. How has infidelity impacted your life?
It's made me more aware. It's made me think about things a little different. It's actually raised my self-esteem going through these situations.
What are the warning signs a partner should be on alert for in a situation where there may be infidelity?
When your partner switches up on you, extra phone calls are coming in, he's staying out a little bit later, you know, when you have that gut feeling and you feel something is weird or strange, that's a sign.
All right, so in this case, Ms. Roden says that she has that feeling, that there are interactions between the two of them that just make her feel like something's going on. She sees them together in the middle of the day. She sees them in the car together. Is that something that be a red flag?
Absolutely. They better have a damn good reason why they're together.
Have you ever had an experience where a partner was cheating with a friend? Oh, boy. I know, that's like a rhetorical question. Tell us about it. Just tell us about it.
Oh, my God. I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible. He had her in his phone under, you know, a different name, and you know, the person is calling in the middle of the night, and I'm like, why is your phone ringing at 4 and 5 in the morning? And, oh, it's my homeboy from the studio, and it was just crazy.
You had this gut feeling at some point.
It felt like I swallowed a cinder block. That's what it felt like.
That was a good explanation.
Is that how you feel, Ms. Roden?
Yes, that was a good explanation.
Based on your experience, what can you tell them?
Well, for you, just communication. You should talk to him. You should talk to your friend if she's your friend, especially if it's been your friend for many years.
The court.
Hold on, let her talk.
Y'all need to communicate. You need to get all the information, and if it doesn't feel right after that, then you need to just leave it alone. Period. It's not worth going through something and you getting hurt behind it if he's not being faithful to you. And I hope to God, best friend, that you were being a best friend.
That there has to be a good reason.
Damn good.
For them to be together.
Absolutely. Especially if she's not around and she doesn't know about it. Yes.
All right. Ms. Gunn?
Yes, sir.
Is there a good reason why you and Mr. Elliott have been spending so much time together?
There is a very good reason for it. We've been planning something, and honestly, it's kind of a hard shell because this wasn't the plan.
Just put it out there, please.
Look, this was what I wanted to say right here. I was T-boned in a motorcycle wreck. This woman right here took care of me. I do everything a man's supposed to do.
But that really doesn't answer the court's question. The question is, why are you spending so much time with your girlfriend's best friend?
What is that?
Right here. That's why.
And we had a big plan.
That's a nice
an
ring.
engagement for her.
Oh.
But she's always thinking something's going on.
Is that a damn good reason?
That is a damn.
Yes.
Those are different kind of tears. Where's the cinder block now? Is it gone?
It's gone.
All right, what you gotta say?
First, I do apologize to both of you very much, and I love both of you so much. Second, I guess one reason why I am so, like that with him is because that's the best man I ever had. I've never had somebody be as good to me as he has, and every man that I've been with has done me wrong in some kind of way.
Congratulations.
Thank
Miss
you.
Elliott, would you like to make it a moment right now?
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
It won't be any proposal out there in the world like this one.
Leanna Roden, she married me.
Yes.